Hello and welcome to Truust Sports on Truust TV. I am Emmanuel Fashemi. Indeed, on that video, you see the Super Eagles team with Ahmed Musa and every other player alongside the coaches holding a mini silence for those who lost their lives during the game against the Bafana of South Africa when he went to penalty shootout. And our hearts is also with them, with their family. May God accept their soul, just the same way the Super Eagles team did right there in Côte d'Ivoire. We know the finals will be coming up on Sunday right there at the Al Hassan Qatar Stadium in Abidjan, Côte d'Ivoire, between the Super Eagles of Nigeria and the Elephants of Côte d'Ivoire. All right, we'll be going straight to Côte d'Ivoire to get more of these on Super Eagles training and what Super Eagles camp, the feelers of what has been happening since that semi-final games against the Bafana of South Africa on Wednesday night, right there at the Stade de la Paix, Boaké in Côte d'Ivoire. And also Isaac Omidiji will be joining me on the show from Niger State. But before Isaac Omidiji will join on the show, let's quickly go straight to Côte d'Ivoire and get the feelers of what has been happening so far in Côte d'Ivoire in the Super Eagles camp with Victor Okoye of the news agency of Nigeria. And I don't know if he's actually ready to join us on the show. Okay, if he's ready, he will be joining us on the show. Before he comes on, definitely we have to get to Isaac Omidiji, and let's start with this particular story where the chairman has committee, that is Honorable Adams Ekene, has hailed the Super Eagles on the AFCON final ticket, where they picked the ticket at the expense of the Bafana of South Africa, right there at the Stade de la Paix, Boaké, on Wednesday night. It went straight to penalty shootout and ended 4-2 in favor of the Super Eagles. I don't know if Isaac Omidiji is there to react to this. All right, Isaac Omidiji, welcome to 360 Sports on Truust TV. From that video, before you react to Honorable Adams Ekene hailing the Super Eagles, you saw on that video, that clip where the Super Eagles heard a mini silence for those who lost their life during that semi-final game against the Bafana of South Africa. And also our hearts and everything from Truust TV is also with the family. And I also believe, Isaac, you are in Niger State. You are also going along with the Super Eagles, and now Honorable Adams Ekene coming out to hail the Super Eagles for that victory against the Bafana of South Africa. Okay, Isaac, if you can hear me, please adjust your audio, rectify that so that we can hear you. Okay, Isaac, we can't hear you. Probably, please, you need to work on your audio so that we can hear you. Honorable Adams Ekene is the chairman House Committee at the House of Rep on sports. Honorable Adams Ekene, which is representing the Chikunku in Kaduna State, and Ekun, as in that is the representative from Kaduna State. I beg your pardon if I didn't call that name very well. Please, Kaduna people, who just forgive me for calling that name. But the truth is this man is actually a sports person, and he knows what sports is all about, and he has thrown his weight behind the Super Eagles for picking up that victory against the Bafana of South Africa on Wednesday night. And he has come out to congratulate the boys, congratulated the team, Coach Jose Pizarro, and the entire team in general for doing a very good job against the South African team. It went to penalties. At the end of the day, Nigerian triumphed 4-2 on penalties, scoring 4 of our own spot kick, aside Olaino that missed his own spot kick. But it was all a good one for us. For Stanley Nwabali, he was the hero of the night. At least he caught 2 of their penalties, and it was a fantastic one and a joyful one for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. The finals will be coming up on Sunday at the Al Hassan Qatar Stadium, 9 p.m. Nigerian time. That is when that final will kick off, and it's a good news that the Super Eagles are already in shape, and also I think we have all our players intact, ready to go. They are ready to fire. They are ready to fight against the Elephants of Côte d'Ivoire. I don't know, can we get back to Isaac Omidiji if that is rectified already? Okay, if he's ready, he's going to join us. All right, let's quickly leave that story and go straight to this next story, where it's a good news for us also, where Zaidu Sanusi is back to training. He was able to join the rest of the team, though he trained separately yesterday, but as it stands right now, it's a good news that he's back to training up and running, though he had a separate training from the rest of the team, while a couple of other players, the likes of Victor Osimhen, Stanley Nwabali and co, Olaino and co, were rested so that they can at least get back to the groove. But for other players, they had their training. For Zaidu Sanusi, he had his own separate training. We saw him on a video, on a short video clip, which we can bring to you now, running and doing some light exercises when others were also training. So it's a good news. He will be ready. Probably he will be ready after a lot of check and doctor passing fit. I believe before Sunday against Côte d'Ivoire, he should be ready to take part in that game. So it's a good news that you can see him on the string there alongside Williams Truust and Al Hassan Yusuf. All right, we have Victor Okoye, all the way from Côte d'Ivoire, joining us on the show, who has been following the AFCON. Okay, Victor Okoye is not ready. Isaac is back with us. Isaac Omidiji, quickly react to the first story because we were not hearing you.
Yes, I think it's very unfortunate that we have to lose 4 compatriots. Why celebrating? It was never envisioned, and it was never the plan of the players. Theirs is to get us a final ticket, which they did. And to the families of those who have lost, we say they should accept our condolence. Their souls just pray Musab's promised they will use the final to celebrate this body. I call them body.
My microphone is.
Okay, it's a good one. Honorable Adams Ekene, who is the chairman House Committee, has also hailed the Super Eagles. I want you to react to these 2 stories straight up. And Zaidu Sanusi returning to training, though he had a separate training yesterday.
Yes, it's a good one for Zaidu. Because of his injury, Olaino had to play from the right and from the left back wing defense against South Africa. But we know Zaidu to be very strong defensively, even though going forward he has been a suspect. But defensively he has been very massive. And you don't want to change a winning team. He has been part of the winning team, and it's good to see him back. However, I'm wondering, there is this certain Bruno Yemachi who is currently part of the team, the left back that has also played for us during the qualifiers, during friendlies, and have done very well. I thought I would have seen him probably coming in for Zaidu Sanusi in the game against South Africa, and Olaino playing well from his right back. Remember, Olaino is very, very more effective on the right wing back than the left wing back. But it's good to see Zaidu Sanusi back. I hope he will fit enough to play in the finals. If he's not fit enough, I think the coach don't want to change that team. But for Zaidu Sanusi, defensively, he's one of the best players we have.
Okay, defensively, is one of the best players we have, who has been doing so well alongside Kelvin Bassey at the right, at the left wing back in the Nations Cup. Both of them has actually they had this very good understanding going forward with the ball, attacking from that left flank. It's a good news that Zaidu Sanusi is back to training. Like I said, he had a separate training from the other squad yesterday, but briefly he is back, and we hope when the doctors pass him fit and fully ready. He will be part of the team on Sunday against the Elephants of Côte d'Ivoire. Still talking AFCON quickly. Let's look at this particular story. Well, Emmanuel Adebayo, he has been on ground since day one. One thing about this AFCON 2023 is that for the first time, personally, from my own observation, I think this is, I saw all the ex-footballers, legends of the game, quite a lot of them trooping to Côte d'Ivoire for the very first time in my own perspective, to see a lot of this, the likes of Emmanuel Adebayo. We have Djibril Cissé that played for Liverpool, who was there. We have Didier Drogba, it is going on, the competition is going on in his country. We have the likes of Diouf from Senegal, a lot of ex-players who trooped down to Côte d'Ivoire for the 2023 AFCON. And one of them, Emmanuel Adebayo. When we say Adebayo, you know, is a name that is synonymous to Nigeria, though he plays for Togolese national team. Now he has thrown his weight, supporting Nigeria to win the title on Sunday. Isaac, Emmanuel Adebayo supporting, I can say he's supporting his motherland.
Well, he doesn't have a choice. What I mean, he doesn't have a choice. He has seen that Nigeria is not just good enough. Not just good, but they are good enough for the title. And Emmanuel Adebayo, right from the beginning of the tournament, as you said, has been there. And has been a great support to Victor Osimhen. You know, he's one of those players, even the Drogba, who will be playing against in the final, also have been a great support motivationally for Victor Osimhen, because every of this legend have rallied around him, especially when the pressure was on him that he must score goals. You know, I don't know that he was doing a great job than even scoring goals in that team. So for Emmanuel Adebayo, it's not new. I'm not surprised. He's supporting a country that he should have played for, probably. And you know, as a Nigerian that played for Togolese, this is an opportunity for him to support his country. That will I say country of his birth, or country that produced him. But for Emmanuel Adebayo, it's a good one. He has tried to join the train of those who are supporting Nigeria. Remember, the banter and the comical beef between Nigeria, Cameroon, and Ghana is going on, especially on social media. But at least to see one of the legends supporting us is a good one.
Okay, see one of the legends supporting us. And Isaac, let's still dwell on this quickly. If you look at it, for the Super Eagles, do you think outside maybe Nigerians supporting our own darling team, do you think they've actually got, as in that support, enough support coming in for the Super Eagles outside the federal government, some individuals? Do you think they've actually gotten that, that huge and massive support that they actually needed and deserve?
I think if that support is coming, then it has not been made public. But personally, I'll be happy that support shouldn't come now until the trophy has been won. Because some of those supports come in to become a huge distraction to this team. You see this individual promising this, you see this organization promising this. At the end of the day, they play to the gallery. At the end of the day, they play for personal glory, and that will not be good for us. So let those supports come in. When I mean support, it should be in form of a reward after the Super Eagles have won the title. And even if they didn't win the title, with how they have gone, because none of us give them the chance of going to this stage, they should be rewarded by the government, by the president, by the individuals and organizations. But not distractions, please.
Okay, they should be rewarded with that support, at least maybe after the game, after winning the title, the fourth title on Sunday. We'll still be talking about the AFCON. We'll still get back to that, and probably we're still expecting to get Victor Okoye of News Agency of Nigeria to join us and give us the feelers all the way from Côte d'Ivoire. When he's ready, he will join us and tell us more of what we need to know about the Super Eagles. Okay, let's go straight to Egypt, where our weightlifters actually did so well at the end of the African Senior Weightlifting Championship. We won a total of 11 medals, 6 golds and 5 silver. The likes of Adija Alawa and Joy Ogbonne Eze, who was the last lifter on Wednesday, completed a medal, as in Hall of Medals, made it 11, where she actually won 3 gold medals to bring our total medals to 11, and then making it a 6 gold medal and 5 silver. Isaac Omidiji, I think this is a very beautiful one, a very massive and big performance for us. Okay, Isaac, before you react to this story, we have Victor Okoye joining us live from Côte d'Ivoire. Quickly, Victor, welcome to Truist Sports and bonjour, according to the way they greet in Côte d'Ivoire.
Bonjour, Bash. Thank you so much. Thank you, our viewers, and thank you for having me.
Okay, quickly, on Wednesday, it was a big night. We were, it was, I can say it was 2 sides of the coin for us, because we were happy in some section, and in one side, we were sad because of those who lost their life because of that game between the Bafana of South Africa and then the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Can you tell us more? And I know from your own end also, one person that you actually granted an interview to was part of those who we lost because of that particular game. So tell us more and what has been happening in Côte d'Ivoire, the Super Eagles, and everything in general so far.
It's been a celebration mood for us, even though on the downside we had some deaths. As you may have known, about four people have died, or 5. That as a result of the semi-final match against South Africa, they lost their lives. And one of them happened to be one of our very own journalist-friendly chief. He's the richest Igbo man, or the richest Nigerian here in Côte d'Ivoire. And he has been hosting journalists ever since we came to Côte d'Ivoire. His name is Chief Oson Dumoye. He was part of the people that were watching the match at Boake, and when Osimhen scored that goal, and it was overruled by VAR, and then came the penalty of the South Africans. I think the shock probably got to him, and he slumped right there in the stadium, and he was rushed to the hospital, but unfortunately confirmed dead on arrival. And so it's really touching to me, because not just that he's from Anambra State, where I hail from, just about 3 minutes away from my village. He is a humble person and a journalist-friendly person. In fact, a day before the match, we had the privilege of visiting his luxurious home, where he treated journalists to, food and hospitality, and promised to take care of us. Even as the Super Eagles are set to win the tournament. Okay. And so on that sad note, it's a mixed feeling, mixed reaction, celebration, and then a little bit of mourning.
Okay, a little bit of mourning is a mixed reaction for us. We are still celebrating, but quickly, tell us what has been going on in the Super Eagles camp. The good news is Zaidu Sanusi is back to the team. He had a separate training yesterday. So bring us up to speed. What has been going on after that game against the Bafana of South Africa?
Well, Zaidu was a major doubt in the semi-final after the injury he picked, and replaced by Osai. We say Osai didn't really do as much as we expected him to, but we're happy that Zaidu is back. We attended the training and saw him on his feet. Good to see him on his feet. He was, though not too active in the training, he was training separately from the rest of the crew. You could see that he was recuperating from the injury he picked. But for the rest of the squad, everybody looked lively, especially Osimhen. Osimhen was a major doubt going into the semi-final as a result of the abdominal pain. But we are glad that he has been able to sail through that, and now he's fit. So apart from Zaidu, who is recuperating and getting himself back, and I'm really confident that from what I saw yesterday, he can feature for us in the final. Okay. So apart from that, everybody is happy. But though when we interviewed, we had one-on-one with Chukwueze. Chukwueze told us that it's no more about celebration in the team camp. They are now fully focused on the final, and they've pushed the victory of South Africa and behind them, and looking forward to winning the cup.
Okay, looking forward to winning the cup on Sunday. Now, what has been the atmosphere like after that game against the Bafana of South Africa? Like you mentioned now, that Chukwueze said they are focused on the final. Can you just give us some snippets about what they really plan to do against the Elephants of Côte d'Ivoire? We met in the group stage and it was 1-0 in favor of the Super Eagles of Nigeria. For Coach Jose Peseiro, how is he taking it? What are his plans towards this game?
I think Coach Peseiro, even though they are not letting out a lot of things they want to do, I don't think it's going to be anything different from what he has done. You know, the winning formula is always to stick to what is working for you. And so I don't think we'll see any major shift from what we've seen them do, except probably bringing in the likes of Kelechi Iheanacho, who we saw coming in about towards the end of the game, 65th or 70th minute, you know. So that might be where there will be probably a little change, you know. And we would like to, we are all hopeful of seeing Kelechi Iheanacho feature again in the final after what he did and giving us the winning penalty at the end of the day that put smiles on the faces of Nigerians.
Okay, now how has been the atmosphere like the support? Now we'll be playing the host country. What is going on in that entire region? They are feeling playing Super Eagles again in the final because we know before now Côte d'Ivoire, in some section, they've been supporting the Super Eagles. They want us to go all the way. But now, I know that support will be divided. So, how has been the division among the supporters in Côte d'Ivoire?
It's all, my brother, it's all banter now. We have, like you rightly said, we have been supporting each other, always calling ourselves brothers. But right now, it's all man for himself. Anywhere you go, and all the streets I've passed through, once they see you are in Nigeria, they are saying, Nigeria, we beat you on Sunday. We beat you 1-0. They call it 1-0, 1-0.
Yeah.
So they are everywhere. Seems I think they they are all in unionism when they say that they are going to beat us by just a single 1-0. And you know what that means? They are trying to retaliate what we did to them at the group stage. So they are saying they are going to give us that same 1-0 in which we gave to them. And we, on the other part, we too, we joined the band and we are telling them that they will see that what we did to them in the group stage was even a snippet, just a little bit of what we are going to do them in in the final. We are hopeful that we will give them more than that 1-0, probably 2 or 3-0.
Okay, Victor, I will get back to you. Just hang on quickly. Like I said, we were talking about this story where Nigerian weightlifters did so well at the weightlifting championship in Egypt. 11 medals, they carted away from that place. And they've already, all of the weightlifters have gotten the Olympic ticket. And let's quickly take this story before we just say get one word from Victor Koi. Let's look at this, where the Tigers of Nigeria are basketball theme. They started the FIBA Olympics qualifier, that is Paris 2024 Olympics qualifier, right there in Belgium, with a victory against our own African sister, that is Senegal. It ended 72-65, 72 points for Nigeria and 65 for Senegal in that qualifiers. The qualifiers is going on in Belgium, and the Tigers of Nigeria did so well to win that game. And later on today, they will be playing the almighty USA in their second game in the qualifiers. And Victor, quickly, what do you think? Super Eagles against Côte d'Ivoire, your prediction straight up, because you will be there on Sunday. Just your prediction, that's what I want.
2-1
okay,
in favor of the Super Eagles.
All right, in favor of the Super Eagles. Thank you for joining us on the show this morning, bringing us all up to date from Côte d'Ivoire. God bless you for doing this on Truust TV. And to Isaac Omidiji, though we had issues with your audio, thanks for also joining us on the show this lovely Friday morning. And that is it on the program Truust Sports. I am Emmanuel Fashemi saying thanks for watching.